Did you know that Canada quietly changed its cash rules, and most seniors collecting CPP, OAS, or GIS have absolutely no idea? If you have ever deposited or withdrawn large amounts of cash from your bank, this video is extremely important for you, because the rules around $10,000 cash transactions in Canada just got a lot more serious, and ignoring this could cause major problems for Canadian seniors. Stay with me, because what I am about to share could save you from a very stressful situation. First, let me explain what this rule actually is. In Canada, any cash transaction of $10,000 or more must be reported to FINTRAC. FINTRAC stands for the Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Centre of Canada. It is the government agency responsible for detecting money laundering, tax evasion, and financial crime. Now, this rule has existed for a long time, but what has changed recently is how strictly financial institutions are now applying it. Banks, credit unions, and even some businesses are now required to report these transactions immediately, with much more detailed information than before. And here is what many seniors do not realize. This rule does not just apply to one single transaction. If you make multiple smaller cash deposits or withdrawals that together add up to $10,000 or more, those can also be flagged and reported. This is sometimes called structuring, and financial institutions are now watching for this pattern very carefully. Now you might be thinking, I am just a regular retired Canadian. Why would this affect me? And that is a completely fair question, but here is the reality. Many Canadian seniors handle larger amounts of cash for very normal reasons: helping children or grandchildren financially, paying for home renovations or repairs, receiving inheritance money, selling personal property or a vehicle, or simply withdrawing retirement savings for personal use. All of these are completely legal activities, but under the current rules, any of these situations involving $10,000 or more in cash will be automatically reported to the government. And if your bank notices unusual patterns, they may ask you to explain where the money came from, or what it is being used for many seniors. This can feel invasive, confusing, and stressful, especially if they were never aware this reporting was happening. And with the rules now being applied even more strictly in 2026, more Canadian seniors are finding themselves caught off guard. So what specifically changed recently? Financial regulators in Canada have significantly increased pressure on banks to monitor and report suspicious financial activity more aggressively. This means banks are now flagging transactions more quickly, asking more detailed questions about the source of funds, reporting not just large single transactions, but patterns of smaller transactions that could add up, and sharing information more efficiently with CRA and other government agencies. For the average senior, this means your bank is watching your account more closely than ever before. Now again, if you are doing nothing illegal, you have nothing to fear, but being unaware of these rules can still cause unnecessary stress and complications. Imagine withdrawing money for a home repair, and suddenly being asked by your bank to explain every detail of the transaction. That situation is becoming more common for Canadian seniors in 2026, and many people simply do not know their rights or how to respond confidently in that situation. So what should you actually do with this information? Here are the most important things to understand. First, large cash transactions are legal. Having money is not a crime. Being reported to FINTRAC does not mean you are in trouble. It is simply an automatic process. Second, keep records of where large amounts of money come from. If you sell a car, receive an inheritance, or withdraw retirement savings, keep documentation. That way, if your bank ever asks questions, you can answer confidently and clearly. Third, if you regularly help family members financially, consider using bank transfers instead of cash where possible. Electronic transfers are easier to document and create a clear paper trail. Fourth, if your bank ever contacts you about a large transaction, stay calm, answer their questions honestly. And if you feel uncertain, consider speaking with a financial advisor or accountant who understands Canadian banking regulations. Fifth, stay informed. Rules around cash, taxes, and retirement income in Canada are changing more frequently now, and the seniors who understand these changes are the ones who avoid unnecessary stress and complications. The bottom line is this: Canada's $10,000 cash rule is not new, but how strictly it is being enforced in 2026 absolutely is. And for Canadian seniors managing retirement income, inheritance money, or simply trying to help their families, understanding these rules is more important than ever. You are not doing anything wrong by handling your own money, but knowing how the system works protects you from confusion, stress, and unnecessary complications. If this video helped you understand something important, Please subscribe for more Canadian retirement, CRA, CPP, and OAS updates every single week. And let me know in the comments, did you already know about the $10,000 cash rule? Or is this the first time you are hearing about this? Because your answer might just become my next video.